Hello Aquarians and cross watchers, welcome to your video. This is your evening video where I'm at. It might not be evening when you're watching it, but anyway, it's October 16th. You're going to be seeing this 10:30 Eastern Standard Time where I'm at. It's a live chat. Those of you who are here every night know that. Anyway guys, I want to welcome you to my channel, Aquarius by Aquarius. My name is Colleen. I am your host and your tarot reader. Thank you so much for being here. I've already said my prayers, but I want to be the first to tell you guys that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world, and I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, for sharing your time and your energy with me. I value you and the divine values you, and thank you so much. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. So I channeled a song, but I'm not sure if the song I channeled was for me because I was having a moment or if it's literally going to pertain to the reading. But I'll tell you the song and I'll just do the reading. If you feel the song pertains to you, you can check it out. I will have it with the lyrics in the description box below. But it's by Celine Dion and it's called My Heart Will Go On. So like I said, I was having a moment when I channeled it. I was just having a moment of so much gratitude, being thankful for what I have, not for what I've lost, okay? And maybe it took the Hurricane Milton for me to see even more of my blessings in life. But like I said, if the lyrics or if anything pertains to that, we have truth. I don't know how that came up right, but anyway, if anything like that song pertains to you or this reading, I will have that song in the description box below. So let's get into this. It wants to come out. We have duality, yin and yang, duality. And we have ascension on the bottom of the deck and new beginnings. So some of you may be about ready to experience some sort of new beginnings because you're balancing the yin and the yang within yourself. You're ascending, okay? I feel like if any of you have been on that journey, which a lot of us know the name of that journey, we won't say it here. If you know, you know. If you don't, it doesn't matter. Don't focus on that journey. It's always to focus on yourself and your inner journey. And I do feel like with this card of yin and yang duality, 26, you could be seeing 26, 2s, 6s, or 8s, which is abundance. I do feel that you're ascending. Either way, look here. And we have the sun here on the bottom, which is divine masculine energy. And we have like sort of a protected, almost looks like a 6. Okay. And it looks like a protective bubble and ascension. So I do believe that you are ascending. I do believe, and it's leading to some new beginning in your life. So there might be decisions. There might be things that happen, opportunities that pop up. Let's pull from the wisdom of the Oracle and see what wants to come out from the wisdom of the Oracle. Again, thank you so much for tuning in to Aquarius by Aquarius. I truly appreciate it. Thinker. We have 44 and deep knowing. And yin. Now we have the yin. And you don't have to be a woman, a female body to be in the yin energy. And you don't have to be a man or a man's body to be in a masculine energy. It's just energy, yin and yang, nurturing versus logic. Okay, so you would know which energy that you're in. But we have somebody, thinker, 44. You could be seeing 444 because 44 and 43. So 444, here's a 3. You could be seeing 3s. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. You can always Google the numbers that you are seeing, okay, and see which meaning sticks out to you the most. A lot of times it means that you're on track, and it will give you some sort of insight to what you're dealing with in current life situations. Let's get into the tarot and see what really wants to come out. Maybe you're thinking, maybe you're thinking about how far you've come, how far you've ascended. But maybe if you're on that journey, that TF journey, and you have ascended, maybe there is someone external to you, okay, other you, thinking. And the divine feminine experience will be more of a deep knowing, more spiritual, where the divine masculine experience will be more physical or 3D. Very different type of experience, but both energies grow and ascend in their own way. So let me get into this. I'm going to do a Celtic spread. Every single one of us, whether you want to say if you're on the journey or not. Every single human ascends in their own way. And that's what's important to understand and to know. Give me 10 cards. Strength. You know, if you think about the song, you know, my heart will go on. It does take a lot of strength, okay? We have Leo energy here, and strength is always associated with that beautiful lion. And in this deck, what's interesting is strength is 11, which in most tarot decks, strength is card number 8. So that's what's very interesting to denote about that. So that means in this deck, card number 8 is justice. But this is very, very interesting. So you could also be seeing 1111. And if you are, definitely look that up. We have 3 crystals on the bottom of the deck. So I do think the song that I channeled was for you guys more than for me. Or maybe I'm part of this energy too. Because this has creativity. But in traditional tarot, the 3 of crystals has a lot to do with sadness, healing from sadness, okay? And my heart will go on definitely would insinuate healing from difficulty, sadness over some loss, maybe some love, okay? And it's interesting how pain and loss will bring out a creative side in us because we want to get out of that energy. We don't want to stay in pain and suffering all the time. So we will find creative ways to bring happiness. We want to get that dopamine rolling in the brain again. Okay, we don't want to be sad all the time. So it's interesting how someone linked creativity to the 3 of crystals, but it would take a lot of creativity to turn that frown upside down. I'm not trying to be cheesy, but I guess I kind of was right there. Anyway, let's continue. 9 more cards. I will clarify. I want to thank everybody who is here, everybody who's in the chat. I will be returning to the chat as soon as I can. I'm just kind of getting through some things in my life. This hurricane was mentally and emotionally difficult on me, whether you don't see it, but it really was. We have the 6 of Cups. And this can talk about needing strength from a close connection or needing strength for something that occupies your mind. And it can be anything. 6 of Cups talks about nostalgia, memories. It talks about family. It talks about someone from the past. Even talks about children. Whatever has been on your mind. We have the thinker here. Okay? And it may have taken or is taking a lot of strength to overcome that heartache, that loss, that great love, that beautiful memory, that 3 of crystals. And the Child of Crystals is in the reverse. And it might be like I am trying to find ways to get over this loss. These 2 cards in the split would say, I am trying to find ways to get over the loss. Do you see these 2 cards in the split here? Creativity, 3 of crystals upright, Child of Crystals reverse. I'm really trying, Colleen. I'm really, really trying. But it's hard. Listen, my friends, I know. I've been there. But on the other side of that, I can tell you life does have little nuggets and crannies of goodness. 5 of Wands. This would say it's been difficult. It's been a struggle. And I did see on the bottom of this deck, I didn't want to continue going, but I did see the struggle card. We have Ascension. New beginnings, struggle. You see that? The fish, the salmon going upstream. You know, your struggle is not in vain. Your struggle is not the divine on the other side looking at you and laughing and saying, ha, ha, ha. Your struggle is very much rewarded. This is oppression. And these struggles and challenges sometimes bring us to our knees, okay? And it doesn't have to be forever. It can be for a short time. 10 of Cups reverse, 8 of Wands reverse. Especially when we don't hear from the ones we love, right? We don't hear from them anymore. But we always expected to. Tell me about the past, whether recent or not. 7 of Crystals in the reverse in the Tower. So the past says it was something went bad, okay? Where I come from, this is just a heavy energy. It's, you know, shit went south. It really did. And trying to overcome that. Trying to overcome that. But the heart does go on. The tower can represents Mars. It's very it's a very hard energy. It's something that you have no other choice but to go through it and get through it and survive. You know, most people survive the tower. That's why it shows up with the strength card. It was hard getting over that shit, but I did it, or I am doing it, or I will do it if it happens again. And that's the past. And so far I have Scorpio, Aries, Leo energy. And I have, which this card would have been strength. Okay, this is 8. This is Libra energy. It's balance in this deck. In some decks, if you read tarot or play around with tarot, you'll know that some decks, the strength card is 11 and the justice card is 8. If you know why, let me know. I've not researched it. I haven't had the opportunity, but if you know why, leave a comment. What crowns this? Man of Wands. Moving on. Face card, Aries, Leo, Sag, but energetically speaking, this is a card of moving on. Okay, so I do know that this song is related to the reading. My heart will go on. Your heart will go on. No matter what's happened between you and another person, situation that you are closely linked to or tied to, okay, you will see that energy again. Maybe in this life, maybe in the afterlife, maybe in the next life, but you will see them. This is all a part of your growth and their growth, and it's not by mistake. Nobody's up there having a joke about your life. No one's up there laughing and watching you suffer. When you suffer, others suffer with you. And when you rejoice and when you triumph, others are also doing that with you. Tell me about the near future. Hierophant. This is your highest path possible. Your highest soul contracts. Negativity reverse. 5 of crystals reverse. This is making peace with the past, forgiving the past, and moving into your highest self. Your highest self, your highest form that you can obtain right now with everything you've accumulated and learned. This is evolution at its best, my friends. There could also be a Taurus in the mix. Taurians might be part of your evolution. You could have it in your chart. Look at this, 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is the end of that, which is hard. It's been a struggle. It's been a burden at times. But the 10 of Wands is usually a struggle and a burden that we choose, because nobody makes the person pick up the burdens. The person picks up the burdens on their own. These burdens are usually not forced upon, but chosen to experience. And it means it's over. You see this baby hand, this flower, there's a new beginning. And that's on the bottom of this deck here. It says new beginning. So there is a new beginning. There is a payoff for your ascension, your hard work, the things that you've overcome. And I feel that that payoff is coming in real soon. A very new spiritual contract, one that leads you to a very uplifted place. Give me the staff and then I will clarify. Eight of Crystals. This is the Eight of Crystals energy. Don't know if it's you or someone else. It's a lot of cerebral energy, which Aquarians are known to have. We're very mental people. But it doesn't mean that that's what it's representing. I will clarify. But this 10 of crystals, excuse me, 8 of crystals is all about the mind and thought. And then this says synthesis up here. Because what the mind and the heart think about and feel about will bring about in your actual world. It's not always what we think about we bring about. It's what we think and feel about is what we bring about, because it takes both. Give me 3 more cards. All right, we have the we have the Hermit in reverse, which is Virgo energy. You might be getting back out there, or you might see somebody somebody you haven't seen in a while. Could be a Virgo. We have the 8 of Worlds in the reverse and the 10 of Worlds, but it could also, and Regenerator. So you could definitely be seeing someone you haven't seen in a while, but you could also just be getting out there, especially if you've been closed off for a while. And we have Temperance energy, and it's Sagittarius energy, and it talks about, you know, just making it the right energies. Okay, I'll give you an easy, quick analogy that we can all relate to. When it's a beautiful day, not too hot, not too cold, but just right. We like to go outdoors and experience that, right? Well, it's the same. That energy is just the right energy. It's not too hot and it's not too cold. It's not too positive. It's not too negative. It's the perfect mix, the perfect blend, the perfect balance. And it's very positive in the upright. It's a divine timing card even. The time is right. Sagittarius energy though, Archangel energy as well. Archangel Michael for me. And then Sage of Wands. Sage of Wands is Sagittarius energy, so definitely someone might have some Sagittarius in their chart or be dealing with one. But we have 9 of Cups. This is a wish fulfillment. I feel like when I saw this card, I heard like the zest of life. Like, you see the smile on this person's face? You see that smile? You can't live in this energy all the time. That's why it's temporary, okay? It's sometimes linked to have negative connotation, but it's temporary. You know, if this isolation was going on in your life, it's temporary, okay? If there is, if you've been stuck on an energy over what happened in the past, I feel like it's temporary. It's going to be passing you by. You're not meant to be stuck in that energy forever, okay? And I feel that you're going to have more of a zest to life. I feel that your heart will go on. I feel that you will go out and do things that bring you happiness, even if it's temporary things of happiness. Living life. You have this experience. You're not on vacation. When you go on vacation, you're not on vacation your whole life, right? It's a temporary experience, but it's very positive. And I feel like you're going to be going out there and having a lot of experiences with that card. Because I heard zest of life. That's what I heard. I feel like you're just not going to let life pass you by. Your heart will go on. If something happened here that's been hard and difficult to get over, and it's taken all of your strength to get beyond, to live through, because depending on what it is, you know, you might just be living your life and a survivor and getting through life. But whatever this is, I see you doing it. Tell me about the Strength card. 2 of Pentacles, and it landed on this Hermit heart card reverse, which is Virgo energy. It's reverse, and this is like the decision. You see the ships out there. You might have been struggling with this, getting yourself back out there in some kind of way, or just getting out in general. Okay, 10 of Wands is right here. Perfect analogy of what I was talking about, the 10 of Wands. This person picked up all of those sticks. This person chose this burden. So if it's any sort of, if it helps you to know that even though whatever you are overcoming has been a very tough challenge and very difficult, know that you did choose it, whether before you entered this life or not. But now I feel like you have victory coming in, because we have the Queen of Wands reverse, Aries, Leo, Sag. We have the King of Pentacles upright, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And we have the Ace of Cups reverse. It's like, and we have then the Hermit again. If you've been stuck on thinking about love, if you've been stuck on thinking about where the rest of your life is headed, well, I can tell you where it's not headed. It's not headed to Karmicville. Not for whoever this reading's for. Now, because you have been ascending, you have gone through a very difficult time. I'm not going to lie. There might be somebody from your past thinking about you. And they might be watching you move on. And it might be triggering their thoughts and emotions. But you would have already went through what they're experiencing. Tell me about the Six of Cups. Page of Cups. Six of Pentacles reverse. Whatever this is that's no longer in your life, or at least not currently as of watching this, if there's something very dear to you that you love, whether, you know, it's close to your heart, and that can be anything. It can be someone from the past. It can be a child. Whatever is on your mind, whoever you're thinking about. Because that's what this is saying. You're having the decision to continue to carry this burden, or to go on and live your life. What are you going to do? That's the heart. That's the basis of this reading. Are you going to carry the burden, or are you going to go on and live your life? It's your choice. From what it looks like, there's nothing else you can do. You can't force this energy back into your life. It's either gone because it wants to be, or it's gone because it's in the next life, in the next realm. But whatever it is, you can't force it. And that is definitely, what are you going to focus on? And you can be in this stuck energy, or you can move on beyond that stuck energy. I feel a lot of you are going to move beyond. I think a lot of you are going to be like, look, I can't do anything. I got the rest of my life to live, and I want to live it. And I don't want to live it sad, and I don't want to live it regretful, and I just want to release all of this burden, and I just want to go fresh. I'll see that person again sometime. I will see them sometime in this universe. Either I'll see him again in this life, I'll see him in the next life, or I'll see him in the afterlife. Oh, this is from another deck, and it's a King of Pentacles. It's in the reverse here. I gotta put that with my mermaid deck. And that King of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, but it's also the energy of stability. Living in pain and suffering is not a very stable life. And the struggle does seem like it's over you and another person or another connection. Now keep in mind, you know, it can be reversed. I'm only reading the energy. This could be someone's energy toward you. I don't know. We have Leo, we have Libra. We have all these signs I've mentioned. Taurus. I've mentioned a lot of signs here, but it doesn't have to be any of the signs I've mentioned. Tell me about the past. We have the Tower, which is Scorpio, Aries energy. And Seven of Crystals. Whatever it is, it's the Six of Swords in the reverse. So really, it's giving yourself permission to move on from the past. I can't say it no clearer, no better. We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. There's something that you wanted to be in your life permanently, and it's not, or has not been as of yet. Whatever it is, my friends, it's kept you stuck for too long. And like I said, the basis of this is it's your choice to be stuck in the past, to continue to carry the torch of burden, or to free yourself from that and move on. This is basically what this is saying. Tell me about the Man of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag energy. Eight of Pentacles reverse, landing on the Five of crystals, and the Hierophant is saying you should really not focus on that and just move on, if this is you. Now, for some of you, you've ascended and you've let go, and there's a person from the past who is now having a hard time focusing and wanting to return. For some of you, that is also the case. Because now this person is thinking about a lost love, and you being that lost love. This is a person who could have chose you or everything else, and they chose everything else and then just sort of had to sit there and deal with it and sort of watch you from the sidelines, be in love with you while dealing with something else. Tell me about the near future. There's this blockage. Why? I don't know. 3 of Pentacles, which is usually 3 people, but it's 2 people. Usually we do have 3 energies. Interesting how these 3 energies have different tools to bring to the mix. The heart, the rat is carrying the heart. The owl, which we all associate with sometimes air energy because it's a bird. Also, we associate it with wisdom, which we can both associate with Aquarius, but any sign can be wise. We have that here, and on it's very interesting. It's on its throne, but it's on its branch as well. And then we have what I would consider to be earth energy, grounding energy. So if we think of these 3 energies coming together, we have like a knowing, which deep knowing came out, right? Knowing, having the wisdom to know, being grounded, and heart-centered. And also part of wisdom is this: the heart is looking at the wisdom. The grounded energy is looking also at that. Having those 3 energies present are very important in making decisions in everyday life. Wisdom is important, heart-centered is important, being grounded is important. But this is usually a card of 3, and I only see 2 here. And it's almost as if someone is welcoming someone else. And we have the Hierophant and the 5 of Crystals reversed. So somebody might be forgiving someone, making peace with the past. Someone might even be going on and saying, look, I need to get out of this energy. I want to do something that I love, okay? And it might return someone back to school, being a student or a teacher in something, going back to something that you want to learn or that you enjoy doing. But depends where you're at. Some of you are going to be teaching, not necessarily in the traditional sense, but teaching from your wisdom, from your knowledge, from your experience. Tell me about the 8 of Crystals. Here we have Strength, and it's number 8 in this deck. Most decks it is number 8. Whatever that you are trying to move on from or have moved on from, whatever that has consumed a lot of your mind, it's made you stronger. And if it's someone external to you, they see how you have overcome so much. Because like I said, for some of you, you are the teacher, whether you realize it or not. You just start popping out stories and people learn from the things you've been through. But some of you could be in school learning something. And it would have come after a time where something happened in the past and kind of kept you stuck, and you would have like sort of forced your way out of being stuck by getting yourself immersed into something like a class or something, just to get your mind off of that. Either way, at the end of the day, you're becoming stronger with the Strength card. you have more power and you have more mental power to move away from it, but you're also adding your heart and your ground. You're adding all of those energies into it. You're a lot wiser now. Tell me about the Hierophant, excuse me, I want to say the Hierophant so bad, which is Taurus energy. Tell me about this Virgo card, the Hermit reverse, the Star. Now we have clarifying. The Hermit is the Star. The Star is Aquarius. The Hermit is Virgo. Some of you, it's a Virgo Aquarius dynamic. For some of you, you're moving on from a Virgo. You wish for a Virgo, or vice versa. For some of you, you just want the strength to get back out there and do what you love. It's, you know, some of you could have been completing or getting out of what we call the dark night of the soul, or a time of depression, a time of being cooped up. And I feel that if you've been thinking and wanting that, again, this is a perfect manifestation card. It takes grounding, meditation, it takes heart, and it takes mind to manifest. This is a perfect manifestation card, even though it's not the Magician. And if that's what you've been manifesting for yourself, is to have the strength to move on and get back out there from whatever's been occupying your mind, you're definitely going to be able to do it. It's coming. Just continue those practices of whatever you've been doing to get out of it. When that person, whatever that starts to occupy your mind, try to switch to another, something happy, something else that you love, something else that brings you joy. If you're missing a child, try to think of that grandchild and the joy. If you're missing that friend, try to think of a new friend and the joy that you have. If you're missing an old lover, whether here or not here, just try to think of another experience you've been blessed with. Tell me about art, which is Sagittarius energy. We have Queen of Cups. Water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but literally Pisces, and then the Moon Pisces. Strong Pisces energy here. Some of you may have that in your chart, but you may want to also check out where you might want to check out Jupiter and Neptune, where it is in your chart. That came to me. You can go to justastrologythings.com and they have free charts there. Getting to the last card, Sage of Wands. I feel like you're going to be getting out there and enjoying your life the best you can with what you got. Tell me about the Sage of Wands. Having short little experiences here and there. That's literally getting out, living life. Okay, we're going to go here this weekend, and we're going to go there next weekend, and we're going to go here. Like, that's how I'm taking this Sage of Wands energy. We got the Emperor, but it's not showing up like that. I wish I could, maybe you are doing that, but I'm going to show you what it's showing up. The other cards are saying that this is somebody's energy, someone who has not been consistent with you is trying to gain some sort of clarity, okay? And this clarity has something to do with a Five of Swords and a Five of Wands. If you guys literally had a fight or an argument or a dispute, and maybe it had something to do with that. Maybe you talked to this person or had an argument with this person about them being inconsistent, not being around, ghosting even, and you went in another direction because you already came to another conclusion. It was time to move on. This person was not going to, this person was just going to hold back. It seems like that person's thinking about, either they're thinking about you or they're thinking about how they were not consistent in your life. What is Aquarius doing right now, though? And we do have Libra energy and Taurus energy there. We have Taurus energy here. You're doing the Hierophant path, which is your highest path. You are becoming your highest self, and some of you are learning new things, and some of you are teaching. We have the teacher-student. We have the teacher-student. and we have the class. Class is in session. And I think that you're hosting the class, Aquarians. So whatever it is, you're working on your highest path, your highest form, your highest self. And this is another card of, you know, you're learning stuff from the past. And some of you are teaching the generations to follow here. Anyway, guys, let's close out with a oracle card. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for coming to Aquarius by Aquarius. I've tried to watermark my videos, so I don't know if it's worked. I've only done 2 videos since then. So if you see a watermark, or maybe you won't, I don't know how it works, but I went into the branding and put a watermark on my work. Don't know if that helps with the audio because my audio is being stolen. Open up your spiritual gifts. Remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. I think a lot of you are being guided to teach others in some form, okay? I think that's the case. And if you're younger, Aquarian, maybe you're being guided to learn something because later on you're going to become the teacher. Anyway, guys, I love you. I'll see you in your next reading, and namaste, my friends.